Y'all spam that like button. So we got Godzilla Kills the Marvel Universe, issue number 2. Let's get into it. The year is 2099 and the Fantastic Four are still waging a war against the kaiju that destroyed the world. You got Riri, Forge, and you got Stark all in one mechanical suit. Cause man, Godzilla done decimated everything. He done took out everything. Johnny Storm trying to fight him, they can't do nothing. But back in the present, Black Panther's doing everything he can to try to save the day. He like, look, Shuri, synthesize as much as you can. We'll need a lot to cover the whole of my project. Shuri like, man, perhaps we'd all be safer in the negative zone because the videos from Manhattan are beyond belief. Hank Pym and Wasp, they're like, you know what? Why don't we just use the Pym particles on Godzilla and shrink him down to size? Man, they shot the Pym particles at this man. Godzilla done shook the Pym particles off and he done stomped on the building. Every villain, the inhabitants of the villain's pub, the bar with no name, were used to being trash, but they ain't never been trash like the terrible day when Godzilla stomped on them. Look, let's go, let's kill that stupid thing. Avengers of the bar with no name assemble. Venom's like, we are pissed. Venom done jumped off Eddie Brock and jumped on freaking Godzilla. Peter's like, get clear, Venom. The last thing we need is this thing venomized. Spider-Man averted an even more dangerous tragedy by quickly pulling Venom from the battle. And Doctor Strange has finally been able to come and help. Doctor Strange like, you know what? It's time for me to go put this thing out of its misery. Godzilla's about to fry everybody. And then Doctor Strange pull out the Crimson Bands of Sidorak. Okay, the Sorcerer Supreme is doing his job. No, Godzilla done ripped out of the Crimson Bands of Sidorak. Rhino's like, you suck, Strange. They ought to give your job away to a contest winner. Doctor Strange, everybody is like, dog, what am I supposed to do? Peter like, look, don't feel bad. The Pym particles don't work either. He's like, really? Spider-Man like, look, I think Falcor has finally found Godzilla. And look, Thor done woke up too. Captain Marvel had to go revive that boy. Godzilla and Falcor get to going at it. Acid breath, ain't nothing hurting this dude. And then he just fries Falcor. They keep on going hard as they can. Till Doctor Strange is like, you know what? Screw this. You gotta go, Godzilla, and shut the door on you. They do it. They shut the door on Godzilla, and everybody's like, man, look, we got to figure out a way to kill this dude because he is in the walls of our universe. Meanwhile, back in the negative zone, Herbie in 2099, he's trying to find his way back to the Fantastic Four so he can come help. The next issue does not release until the 24th. If you guys want me to cover issue number 3, spam that like button, baby.